Hey guys, I'm Chris Booker, Product Development Manager here at White River Marine with Tracker Boats. I want to introduce to you guys the all-new Marsh 1756 duck boat from Tracker. So this is a step transom hull, extra heavy-duty transom on this one with the custom fit Galva Shield trailer from Tracker and the all-new Tracker Marsh 1756 here. All right, one of my favorite features is just getting in this boat. We go right up on the trailer, onto the step transom, right into the boat. Super easy, guys. With this boat, this is a full mat kit, aqua traction mat kit. From the 1650 to the 1756, we increased storage dramatically. Back here in the back of the boat, we have the wing seat transom storage. Both seats have storage in them, so we heard everybody loud and clear there. Got excess storage in those compartments. We also improved access to the fuel tank. So in the previous boat, you had to remove the fuel tank. With this one, we have the extra large lid. You can now fuel your fuel tank without having to remove it. So this is super good for everybody in a hurry, not wanting to take everything apart. I really love this feature on the 1756. So we also have our switch panel. Just like we have in our 1650, we have nav lights, bilge, and then we have 3 accessories. These accessories are pre-wired into the boat like we showed in our plant tour. We have 2 routings up front for nav lights, winch, whatever you need. We have another accessory to the back of the boat for any other, maybe internal LEDs or whatever you might want to add to this boat on your own. We also have our D-rings along the bottom of the boat. We can attach all of our decoy bags, any kind of tackle bags you may want to throw in here and you don't want them sliding around in the cockpit. We have a catch-all tray over here on the side of the boat. I absolutely love this. I can put my coffee cup in there. I can put any kind of tackle I go through during the day of fishing, shotgun shells while I'm hunting, whatever you need. And this is all one plane. I could walk across this. We come up to the front deck of the boat. We have our 90-degree transition lid. The 1756 boasts an enlarged compartment and lid. Lots of storage there. We have dual battery trays that come with the boat and Millennium seat option. So easy access on that one. It is locking as well. Now up front, we have a single pedestal base and we have a welded in fixed trolling motor mount here. One of my favorite features about this boat is we incorporated a day box into the front here. We had dead space in the front of the boat and we wanted to be able to have some additional storage. But a lot of guys are using these boats both as hunting and fishing. So with that, lid comes off on lift-off hinges. Now you have a recessed trolling motor pedal tray here. This is a really cool feature. It will fit an Ultrex or a Ghost or any kind of trolling motor you may want to install in this boat, even the Garmin. So, and then that goes on like that, and you're back to storage. We also have integrated spud pole tubes, so you can do that on all 4 corners. They're also in the steps on the rear of the boat. So this boat has a reinforced framework under the front deck, so you don't get any kind of flex or movement when walking around on this. Another big feature here, more additional storage in this boat. We have a full-length gun box down the port side, and it is locking. Tons of room in there. You can fit full-length duck guns, miscellaneous items, whatever you need. We also have the Versatrack rail system, where we include 4 D-rings for additional tie-down points. We also have a bimini top option for this boat that mounts into the Versatrack so you can move it forward and aft in the boat. So on the bow of the boat, when we install the trolling motor, we left this open so you have super easy access to be able to mount your trolling motor. You already have a pre-wired in plug. All you gotta do is wire your plug up, bolt your trolling motor down, and you're ready to go. All right, so some of the key defining features on the Marsh 1756 is gonna be our 3-inch Schedule 40 bullnose. This is a Schedule 40 piece of pipe that has been saddled and incorporated into the bow of the boat so that as we're glancing through tight timber, this boat is going to be able to take those hits without deforming the boat itself. We've incorporated an icebreaker keel. Now, this is welded on top of this extra heavy duty keel that we have already put into the boat. This is one of the most robust keels that we have in the entire company, and has a patent pending keel spine technology on the inboard side of the boat, backing it all up. We're using a 125 hull thickness here. This is one of the most heavy duty duck boats that you can buy. You want to run this thing through dense timber, rocks, you name it, it's going to be able to take that beating. It's a 2-piece hull, so it is 125 all the way from the hull bottom all the way up the hull side to the gunnel. We also have this really aggressive hull shape here. This does more than just one thing. This is not just for looks. This also helps mitigate spray and make a drier ride in the boat. As the spray comes up, it's deflected down and out. With the 1756, we wanted to go heavy duty on the transom. When we released the 1650 Prairie Wings edition, that boat had the patent pending structurally aligned transom system in it. We used that same system, but we made it bigger this time. We went ahead and we incorporated our extra heavy duty multi-chambered transom tubing that's laid into this transom. So now we're at an 1.75 inch thickness on our transom depth, but then we also have those multiple chambers to keep from any kind of crushing or deflection when the bolts are tightened down. We've also built this transom so that it aligns not only with the Mercury outboards, but with also the most popular gator tail mud motors that are on the market. If you center that motor on the transom, your bottom motor bolt holes will line up with those vertically situated extra heavy duty transom tubes. So on our duck boat models, this is a really cool feature. We incorporate a 2-inch washout drain that uses a threaded in PVC plug. So you can get those at any hardware store. Like if you were to lose one, you don't have to go, ordering one online or somewhere. You can get it super easy. But when you're washing that boat out after a long day in the marsh, boat's full of mud, feathers, you name it, right? Any kind of debris is going to come through this 2-inch drain and not clog it up like it would a conventional size drain. So on the Tracker duck boats, we incorporate all of our spud pole tubes into the boat itself. They're not an extra part that's hanging off the outside of the boat. We didn't want any kind of grabs or bump points. But also something very cool to note is the spud pole tubes in the front allow the boat to be staked and the stake be vertical. You can pivot the boat that way. When you put your rear spud pole in, these are canted at an angle, and that'll allow the boat to be pushed to the forward one, and you won't have any rattle in the boat as it goes forward and backward. It kind of locks that boat into place there when you stake this rear one in place. And that's all in the cant that we have in there. Also acts as a really good structural member inside the transom. All right, guys, I really appreciate you coming along to look at the brand new Marsh 1756 from Tracker Boats. You want to find out more information about this, go to trackerboats.com or go to the link in the description here on the video.